Is that why you bat the way you do? Trying to prove something? Yeah, your old man did it right. What I'm about to tell you is classified. It could end my coaching career. We were in the worst Ashes fight I ever dreamed of. There were bouncers flying everywhere like fireflies. His form had taken a hit, he was wounded, but he stayed out there. Scored another 40 runs before he bought it. How come I never heard that before? Because most batsmen don't understand how their mind works. The battle wasn't his technique or talent, it was all up here. So you were there? Yeah, I was there. What's on your mind? My options, sir. Simple. First, you've got enough talent to show up next test and score runs for your country. Or you could quit. There'd be no disgrace. This identity battle is hell. So you think I should quit? I didn't say that. The simple fact is you feel the pressure and expectation of a nation, and you have a confidence problem. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. A good batsman is compelled to always evaluate what's happened so he can apply what he's learned. Out on the pitch, we got to push it and trust our identity. That's our job. It's your option. All yours. Sorry to bother you on a Sunday, sir, but thank you very much for your time. No problem. Good luck out there. That moment in Top Gun works because it's about who you become under pressure. And that's the same battle England are fighting at the moment in this 2025 Ashes series. Now, I know most of the conversation at the moment is all around Bazball, with shot selection, playing aggressively and taking the game on. But when you really watch it, to me, it doesn't feel reckless. It feels conflicted. For generations, English batsmen grew up with a very clear understanding of how you were meant to bat. And you'd build an innings. You value your wicket, you wore the bowlers down, and you earn the right to play shots later on. That wasn't just coaching, that became identity. And identity doesn't live in tactics. It lives in the subconscious. The part of the mind that decides, what you trust when the pressure's on. It's your deep-seated identity of what you truly believe about yourself. Now, along comes Bazball. At a conscious level, the message is clear. Attack, take the game on, put pressure back on the bowler. And consciously, the players buy into it. They want to buy into it. They want to play that way. They're free to play that way. It's exciting stuff, great to watch. But, and the big but is, subconsciously, there's still an old program running, which sounds something like this. Don't throw it away. Be patient. Be responsible. Build the innings first. So when the heat is on, and we're talking Ashes heat, the mind is pulling in two different directions. One part wants to go, and the other part just wants to hold. And that split second of hesitation, that's where dismissals happen. That's why you see England look brilliant for a few overs and then suddenly lose wickets in clusters. It's not a lack of skill. It's not a lack of courage. It's basically misalignment between the conscious plan and the subconscious identity. You can't just decide to play a new brand of cricket if the subconscious still believes you're a different type of batsman. Because under pressure, the subconscious always takes over every time. Now, the old man batsman in the Top Gun skit, survived that Ashes battle. Not because he had better technique, but because his subconscious belief matched what he was being asked to do. He trusted who he was under fire. And that's the real lesson here. Not just for England, but for any cricketer who struggles when it matters most. If your conscious intent says one thing, but your subconscious belief says another, your game will always feel fragile and you'll produce inconsistent results. Real confidence doesn't come from forcing aggression or trying harder. It comes from alignment. When what you think and what you believe and what you do are all working together and basically not against each other, that's the alignment needed to score runs. In my new book, The Century Within, I go much deeper into how the conscious, subconscious and creative subconscious shape performance under pressure and how to bring them into alignment. So if this way of looking at cricket resonates with you, you'll find much more detail in the book there. So links are down below. So until next time, bye for now.